What would you do if you could just do it for you? This was a question that my friend asked me, and it's gotten me in my head for a while, and now I kind of want to talk through it with you. If I could just do stuff for me, I realized that I would do all these things that I say I would do, but I put myself into boxes of why I can't do it. And I'm currently in a season where none of that matters anymore. I'm tired of that box. I'm tired of being stuck when I say I'm going to do something. And I'm just tired of not living up to the things that I want to do or think about or the ideas that come in through me. So I'm in a season right now, the first day of summer, where I'm going to do the things for me, but I'm going to kind of do it my way. And this is the first version of doing it my way, which is like talking to you straight to your ears, to your camera, straight to your computer, straight to your phone, wherever you are. I'm going to be here kind of sharing this journey with you. And this season, this summer, is for me all about pouring my light out and shining my light, because the sun has unlimited light and it shares its light with everyone. And that's how I want to be. I want to be that. So welcome to the first episode of the Sancocho Diaries podcast edition. Let's get on to what I've been simmering with as I think about this question and how it continues to kind of anchor me in this season of life. When my friend asked me this question, I was cleaning the windows and I said that I really wish that I can just clean my windows. But underneath that joke and reality was that I wish I could just do the things that I want to do when I want to do it and how I want to do it. Because so many parts of life, the way that I have experienced it so far, is like feeling I had to do things for other people so that I can succeed, whether it's my work, relationships, or anything. Like I just really have been, I don't want to use the word trained, but society has conditioned me to kind of think that if I'm going to do something, I have to do it for the benefit of others, even if it costs my health, my stress, my life, like all of these things. And I'm getting tired of it, but I also don't know what to do next. And that kind of has left me in a space where I feel stuck. I don't know what to do, how to do it, who to ask for help. It's just this like big unknown that I'm kind of in this space of listening to the whispers of the universe, listening to the things that bring me joy, and then feeling scared that there's no map. Like the things that I want to do, I don't know. I don't know how or who or what has done it before, or if it's even existed. So whenever I think of how do I get unstuck, I kind of don't know what to do. But I'm in a space now where there's things bubbling up to the surface. I'm trying to do as many soup analogies as I can during the Sancocho Diaries. And what came up to me actually this morning when I was waking up, and let me know if this is you, where when you wake up, that small moment before you open your eyes, you just get all of this information from the cosmos and you're trying to remember it. And so this morning that happened, and that's kind of the outline for today's episode, where the things that are bubbling up to the surface are my guiding principles for right now. So the first thing when it comes to how can I do stuff just for me, I have to do things unprepared. I have to do things messy. I have to do things scared. I have to do things like, even right now I'm getting chills even saying this. I have to do it just without even knowing. I have to take a leap. That's what my friend has said to me the other day when I was talking to him. And that word kind of showed up in many different ways for me throughout the week. But when I'm thinking of how can I show up for me, I have to just do it. I have to take action. So much of my inaction has been me waiting and trying to perfect everything and trying to get as much knowledge and trying to do all of these things. But at the end of the day, it's just procrastination, right? It's really just you getting in your way. And also kind of blocking what the universe gave you as a tool or a breadcrumb or a trail to follow. And when we're really trying to do stuff for yourself, we really have to just do it unprepared, do it messy, do it as it is, and you can always refine, you can always go back, you can always change, you can always do all of these other things that we think we can't do because we're waiting for the perfect time to do it. And how much that's held me back, and I'm sure it's held other people like you back, or people that you may know, and it really delays the things that you want to bring into this world, the things that you want to shine your light on. And I'm tired of it. And then when I was getting that download this morning, another thing that came in was leaning into your gifts and your dreams. If you don't follow me on Instagram or Substack, which I hope you do, I have announced maybe back in April that I'm in the middle of a pivot. And that pivot has led me to this unknown space, but it highlighted something that I wasn't even aware of, where I was operating in this all or nothing mentality. I was trying to shed this dietitian container that I had built for myself and tried to really embrace the artist container that I'm starting to get more comfortable in, but I was trying to separate them both. And it kind of has been a little bit confusing, I would say. I feel like it's confusing to me because I don't know what to do. And it might be confusing for my audience. Maybe not. Maybe I'm overthinking that. But after a conversation with a really dear friend, I kind of got the clarity that I have to lean into my gifts as it relates to nutrition and the way that I see the world and the way that I am an artist. And I have to lean into my dreams, which is the stuff that is the artist in me and the visionary in me and the dreamer in me, because I am a Pisces, dreamy Pisces girl. But I don't have to separate the two. I think I thought I had to separate the two, and maybe I do in a different way, but I have to lean into my gifts, even if it's the ones that I was stuck in, and understand why I was stuck in them. I was kind of stuck in them because I thought I had to operate in one certain way, but what I'm learning is that I don't have to operate in that way. I don't have to be, this kind of dietitian online. I don't have to be this kind of artist. I can just be me and lean into the things that I enjoy from both to allow this thing that I want to do to come out. I don't know what the thing is, right? It's still very much a discovery piece for me and everyone. But I am excited to continue to explore it, to continue to try it, to figure out what it is. And as I'm thinking of what's bubbling to the surface in this sancocho, it's very much like leaning into the things that are the path of least resistance, but also leaning into my dreams and seeing where that takes me, because operating in the all or nothing has allowed me to do nothing. to just tunnel into work, to just focus on the things that are going to be productive. And I can't do that. I can't do that for long. I can't do that till I'm 65. I know that. So I really have to bridge the two, my gifts and my dreams, so that things flow easier, so that I can not hate the things that I'm doing, or not even hate, I just get bored of it. And that kind of realization is helping me ground in this season, this summer season. And that brings me to my last thing of what's bubbling to the surface for me at this time is joy. Like, the sun brings so much joy. The thought of being outside in the summer, granted, I've lived in places where it's too hot to be in the summer, so the summer's kind of like the winter for us. But just the opportunity to do something in the summer is very exciting and very much like nostalgic when I think of the summers growing up in the Northeast and how fun it was to kind of travel. So as I'm thinking of what I'm going to be doing to allow myself to do the things that I could do or want to do is to anchor in that joy. I talk about joy all the time and how it's so important, and how in this season I'm doing things for fun, continuing to do things for fun. And part of that looks like this. Like, I've always wanted to yap on camera. Actually, I did an exercise the other day with this class that I'm in, and we had to fill out the times that we feel most alive. And one of the things that I wrote was yapping. I love to talk. I love to talk. I love to talk. I love to talk. I get tired of it, right? Like, I reach a limit and I will shut down, but I do enjoy it. And I feel like I'm getting more comfortable in being able to distill the things that I think and see and envision and all of these things in ways that are more clear and concise. So I feel like now is the appropriate time to lean into yapping or talking, sharing my words in a way that makes me feel excited and have fun. And so these three things have been or are going to be the anchoring reminders of this season, where I'm going to continue to do things unprepared, messy, like this podcast space. If you're watching this or listening to this, we're just going to figure it out as we go. I'm going to lean into my gifts and dreams, bridging the two to see what happens. And I'm going to have fun. Like, I'm going to lean into joy. Even today, we went to get breakfast, and I don't know why this is, and let me know if you're like this. I will choose like the cheaper thing. Especially if like everyone else is ordering something cheap, I'll order the cheap thing. But today I saw that my husband was ordering something that was $12. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to order something that's $12 too. So I got a really good goat cheese spread, salmon, bagel, toasted everything bagel with capers and onions and all that good stuff. And it was so good. And that's where I had that realization, like, hell yeah, this summer is going to be about joy. Like, we're not going to limit it. We're not going to delay it. We're not going to wait for when it comes back. We're just going to do it. We're just going to do it in the small ways, in the big ways, in all of the ways. So I hope that the things that are bubbling up for me in this season are inspiring you in whatever ways they are. And if they are, let me know. I'm really excited to kind of see where this extra rich, juicy, I don't know other adjectives for soup right now, but like this really nourishing bowl of sancocho really hits you in the gut with this added layer of like a podcast on top of the written stuff that I do on my Substack. I'm excited to see how it will evolve. I'm excited to see what will come of it. I'm excited to see how fun I have, what the seasons of it will look like throughout the time. I am committing to doing it this summer. So June, July, August, September-ish, 4 months-ish. And we'll see what happens. And, we'll learn from it. We'll share about it. And we're going to have fun. So as I wrap up our first episode, I want you to let me know what's simmering for you now that we've talked about this big question of what would you do for you if you could do it for you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. I'll catch you next time. Love you. Bye.